Welcome to part 3 of my 2024 prediction. The first thing I would like to give you my intuitive impression about is the stock market. I feel the stock market is going to do very well in 2024. I don't see a crash. I see minor corrections, ups and downs, but I feel like saying we're going to be okay. And also, with artificial intelligence, that's going to create activities in the stock market and throughout our economy like never before. Because that technology, the combination of AI, the new generation of computers, innovation, and a lot of fields, for example, medicine, we are in for a lot of changes, great changes. And I feel like saying 2024, we want to see the beginning of a lot of those changes that are to come. So America's economic engine is not sputtering. We're going to have to be smart going forward on how we compete because we are getting new players in the game. For example, he wants, from what I understand, he wants to open a car company in Mexico, and I'm sure she's going to want different industries. They're going to want to bring different industries in the Americas, and that's fine. We can compete. My prediction is we are going to continue to do very well. But like I said, the competition is getting tougher, but I feel like saying we can win. Or at least our way of life won't change very much. So when it comes to the stock market, with these new ways of doing things, that's going to create wealth for companies, opportunities for people to invest. I feel like saying the stock market is going to continue to grow and do better. That's my prediction. I also don't see a recession in 2024. I feel like saying the Fed has done a very good job at managing the economy, and also, of course, Biden has created an atmosphere where the country seems stable. And I feel with Biden's way of governing, we will continue to tame inflation and our economy will continue to do well. I don't see a recession like I see a lot of people from Wall Street predicting doom and gloom. I don't see it. That's my prediction. The big problem when it comes to real estate, I am seeing analysts are correct about is in commercial real estate. But if it's managed properly, everyone will be able to come out without losing a ton of money. They are converting or repurposing those buildings into apartments. So I feel that's going to continue. And when I first heard some people were saying, those buildings were not built for that, and they are too dark and all that stuff, I never believed it. And it seems like they've already started converting some. I'm not sure, but I believe in New York City. Yeah, it's going to be different. It's going to change some neighborhood. Let's say, for example, that have been purely commercial. They're going to have to rezone the area. You live in the 10th floor. The company you work for is on the 2nd floor. Something like that. But I feel like saying we will be able to avoid the worst in commercial real estate, or at least be able to manage the loss. That's my prediction. When it comes to home prices, there is no choice. They're going to go down. It feels like to me the correction in current home prices is starting already, but I don't feel it's going to be obvious until somewhere around the summer. And because of inflation that's under control, interest rate will continue to come down or will come down. And there will be more buyers. Again, as I am saying this, a lot of experts are predicting that once interest rate goes down, a lot of people are going to rush to buy homes, and the prices are going to go up again. I don't think so. Yes, more people are going to go out and buy. You know, my prediction is there is going to be a balance. I don't see home prices remaining this high. I feel the home prices will go down to a level where young people are having difficulties now buying their first home. I feel that will change. I remember in the 80s, 1980s and 90s, people were going out baiting and baiting each other, and just like they were doing a couple of years ago, if not last year. It's a repeat of that same thing, and then everything stabilized. The same thing is going to happen again. We went through a cycle where some people overpaid for their homes. Now they have regrets, and they didn't know. But I feel there's a correction that's going to take place when it comes to home prices. The doom and gloom that a lot of experts are predicting, I don't feel is going to happen. My prediction is in 2024, midsummer of 2024, we're going to feel better, or a lot of people are going to begin to feel better, or at least seeing some hope. They will be able to buy their first home. One more thing I wanted to say. I predicted it about a couple of years ago that the government is going to have to step in and do something about hedge fund managers, investors who are buying homes and close them and keep them empty to manipulate the market. That's going to end. I don't know how the government is going to do it. Already there's a senator that's calling out for something to be done about those investors, for them to stop using home as a commodity. And I feel, I made that prediction about 2 years ago. I feel it's coming. It's basically greed that's driving our home prices as well. So changes are coming. That's my prediction. The next reference is healthcare. That too, well, my prediction is healthcare and medicine is in for a major change. And I feel in a way, if well managed, we will all benefit. And it is all because of artificial intelligence. Instead of going to a doctor and tell him or her what's ailing you, you are going to be able to do it remotely. You talk to a computer, and then the computer diagnoses the problem. And it feels like, to me, it will be less error prone than what we have today. But I feel the medical industry is in for some major innovation. I mean, as we are seeing already today, but I feel more 2024 is going to bring or create, or, we're going to see the beginning of a lot of new changes in the healthcare industry, because as we know in this country, we don't have enough doctors and nurses. Unfortunately, physically, we're going to have to be, if you're sick, they're going to still need nurses to take care of you. But as far as screening and all those other ways of seeing patients, artificial intelligence is going to have to do a lot, is going to have a lot to do with it. And yes, it's going to be very accurate and better than we have today. Once people get used to it, that's what I feel like saying. That's my prediction. So 2024 is going to bring in a new way of doing healthcare, it feels like to me, and it's going to give access to a lot of us medically. But I feel like saying with AI, that's going to be another engine for our economy. It's going to create a lot more opportunities for jobs and new ways of doing things. I don't feel this country is on the decline at all. I feel AI is showing business people, entrepreneurs, new ways of doing business. And just like cell phones and other technologies that came along kept pushing our economy forward, I feel that's what's going to happen with AI. That's my prediction. A lot of people have asked me about BRICS. I don't feel BRICS is going to displace our current way of doing business. BRICS to me is going to be just another option. You know why? Because look who is behind BRICS. Putin, Xi, and these people. Well, the goal is to remove us from our position of leadership in order for them to put whatever dictatorship they want and control other people. That's not going to happen. They can try. My prediction is they're going to fail. BRIC is just going to be, another competitor to the dollar, and it's fine. They're not going to grow beyond, to a level where it's going to affect our way of living. That's my prediction. Because their goal is not to make things better for people, but their goal is to control, and that's going to fail. Yes, we're going to have ups and downs, and like we are going in this country right now because of the current political situation. But we will continue to progress and succeed. That's my prediction. I'm in America. The next reference is Bitcoin. I just read this morning before I came on that it's at 45,000. My view of Bitcoin, or however they call it, is the same. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. If you want to invest, you buy low, sell high, you know how to play the game, fine. But I don't see Bitcoin replace anything like they've been saying and they've been wanting to do. So intuitively, I feel like saying to everyone, stay away from anything that has to do with Bitcoin or whatever they call the currencies. It doesn't make any sense. That's my prediction. The next reference is our mode of transportation, electric cars. Like I have been saying for a while, electric cars are about to get new competition, either hydrogen or some other form of propelling or some kind of other engine technology. But intuitively, like I have been saying for a while, I don't feel electric cars is it. They're simply going to be one of the players on the field. That's it. And people can buy one if you have needs. But I feel there are technologies that are to come. Hydrogen is the first one that's coming to mind. That's going to be clean. That's going to help us control climate change. So when it comes to electric cars, if you don't like them, don't feel too bad. I'm not crazy about them either. So, and as we see, and I've been saying this for a while, I never thought electric cars was the way to go. And it's happening, but a lot of companies right now are beginning to rethink their approach with electric cars. And we're going to see other ways of doing. We're going to start seeing the proliferation of other technology for automobiles. That's my prediction. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions about subjects I didn't cover, please post them. See you soon. Bye.